I know. Soon. I'll get it soon. Now what can you smell? You can smell that it's Friday, can't you? I know, you have to wait. Friday smell. Good morning, Carl. Morning, Hansang. Good morning, Sarah. Morning, Lazy Butt and Palin and Mazira. How are you all doing? How's it going? Oh. Good morning, Ravine. Good morning, David. Morning, Steph. How are you all doing? Bunnies, I'll give you your breakfast as you are so excited. Good morning, Azul. Morning, Emma. Oh, went a little bit further than intended. Good morning, Rob. Morning, Napoleon and Saffron. Rob, did you have a good birthday? Did you have lots of fun and lots of food? Good morning, Dagon. I've had like a fairly relaxed morning, but the more relaxed my morning, the more panicked my afternoon. So it's been a bit of a double-edged sword. Good morning, Melbourne. You had cake for Rob's birthday. Oh, that's nice. It was lovely. I'm glad. It was a sort of a calm morning because I couldn't be getting much done because my Parsec computer is down and I have to wait for someone to go into the office and turn it on, get it booted up again. So I was like, well, there's not really much I can do other than my own stuff. Max, thank you very much for the sub. Thank you very much for, oh my gosh, 44 months at tier 2. 4 more months for 4 years. My goodness. Oh my gosh. Good morning, Squid. Blimey. I'll have to check if I do have a carrot prepared for that. For 4 years. Oh my goodness. Morning, Kinetic. So I've not been able to do any work, which is sort of like, on the one hand, a fairly gentle morning, but on the other hand, it means that I have to get everything I would have been doing for the last 3 hours done after this stream. Obsidian carrot, oh my gosh. So yeah, I don't think I'll be going to the arcade thing this afternoon after all. Good morning, Laboto. As I'll just be getting the morning's work done. But you never know, I might be able to squeeze it in, head down for like the last hour or something. Good morning, Emmy. But yeah, we shall see. I just didn't get a chance to do anything yesterday. Like, in my head, I was like, oh, I've got time in between things. But I went into the office for Kirby, and then I had time to get lunch, and then it was comfort zone. And then I was recording something after that, pretty much straight away. And then after that, I was meant to be meeting some friends at 6. So it was one of those things that I was like, oh, that gives me plenty of time in between all of those things to get work done. And then it turned out I didn't have any time. So yeah, it was sort of relaxed but also busy at the same time. Like, busy in a sort of chill way. But yeah, morning, Megalomaniac. So, the Parsec PC is in the office. You can go into the office. Well, basically, the Parsec PC is just a tower. Like, it doesn't have a monitor or a mouse or keyboard or anything. It is literally just the tower. So yeah, I can't. It's not like a hot desk situation where I could go in and just use that computer sort of thing. It's just a little tower that's more powerful than mine. So Honestly, my computer has really started slowing down recently. I forget how. Well, I guess like computers do have a fairly long lifespan, but whenever it comes around to like when people start saying like, "Oh yeah, it's time to upgrade," I'm like, "Really?" It's only been like 5 years. How can I already need a new one? Um, but yeah, this morning I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll just work on a clips video instead," and even that was making it like, it was like really chugging. Uh, it's sort of like I'll click on a bit and like a space in between clips, and then I have to wait like a good 3 seconds before the thing pops up, and then press delete, and then wait another 3 seconds for it to delete, and I'm just like, timed. Napoleon, thank you very much for the 27 months. Maybe you need to download more RAM. Maybe that would help. Your new laptop's arriving today. Nice. Nice. But yeah, I've been tempted to start editing, morning hours, to start editing Kirby Craft on the work PC instead. It's been my struggle with editing on an aging PC for the last 2 years. Honestly, it just slows it down so much. Because yeah, I've been editing Kirby on mine, and it does just, it's so, I do notice the difference between when I'm working on one PC versus the other. It is just like the pauses of having to wait whilst it goes like, huh? You wanted me to do what? Morning, Haley. So yeah, I might sneak Kirby onto there after I transfer some stuff over. It should be fine. Do you do a vegan ragu or bolognese? I do. We do spag bowl quite a bit. That's one of our like go-tos. Not from scratch, just a very lazy like mince sauce, onion, mushroom pulses, bung in a pot type scenario. I have done bolognese from scratch before. It is nice. But I'm a working mum. Don't get much time for this, I've got 2 kids to feed. Got these two hungry mouths. I've got to, spend time preparing their dinner as well. A very fancy dinner of cucumber. What brand of mince do I use? I tend to do morning Food Cut and Alice. I tend to do Linda McCartney. Oh, good morning, Potato. But my favourite to use, like Linda McCartney's good because it just is in a big bag that's frozen, so it's easy to just have in the freezer and use. But my favourite one is either Meatless Farm or what's it called? Beyond. Good morning, Bun. I really like the Beyond stuff. I think Beyond are like my favourite company now for like their burgers and their bowls are just so good. Linda McCartney sausage rolls though. You are right there. They were on offer. They're not on offer anymore, but they were on offer at our little local shop recently. So like every time I went in, I would just be like, whatever I went in for, like yogurt or whatever, I would also buy a box of sausage rolls. So we've sort of quite stocked up on Linda McCartney sausage rolls at the moment. My favourite company is Amazon. Wait, why? You're not telling me Beyond owned by Amazon, are they? Please? That's not a thing, is it? Question mark. Do, 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 do. Gerry has such a little fuzz bum at the moment, trying to neaten his fuzzy bum. Come on in, Draco. Pavlov's into buying sausage, yeah. Beyond is almost too meat. Like, I just really like that sort of flavour that they have. But oh no, but Twitches. Oh, I see. I was having a panic then. I was like, hang on, have I been thinking, I've been supporting this lovely little company? Because it is difficult to avoid buying things that aren't owned by big blongus. All of the big mummy companies. But no. Whew. I really also like, Alex absolutely loves. Well, right, to be fair, my favourite company for buying, like, morning cow, like, I guess what they would call meat substitutes from, is actually a company called Sagaya, but they're so expensive. We very rarely buy them. But when we do, oh, they've always been my favourite. We first tried them like 8 years ago or something when VegFest was in Bristol and they had a stand and we got some of their burgies and they're so good. And then we recently had one of their roasts and it's like my favourite stuff. Occasionally I just go to their website and I think, should I buy some? But Alex's favourite, oh Snuffy boy, Alex's favourite is Juicy Marbles. He's bloomin' obsessed with Juicy Marbles. It's okay, baby boy. Hang on, focus on Fifi for a bit. I'm going to calm the boy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Little sniffle snuffs. He's got a vet appointment on Monday. So hopefully we're going to get to the bottom of this. Because he's been on his medication for like a month now. Oh, he's still going. He's still going. Eclipse, thank you very much for the 37 months. But yeah, I do be getting off his snoot. But he's been on he's on 7 medication. Well, it's not all medications, but he's on 7 different things a day at the moment. And he's still having these little sneezy fits. So clearly nothing's really taken the edge off it for him. Poor little guy. You feeling better now? You sniffled your snuffers? Yeah. Yeah. Baby boy. Whether he needs something, he just still needs to be on the antibiotics for longer, or whether we need to up dosages of stuff, I don't know, but yeah, there's clearly still something going on up there, isn't there? Poor little guy. But at the moment he has, he's still on his Metacam, which is meant to help his tubes. Kaino, thank you very much for the 20 months. Oh my gosh, thank you. So he has Metacam twice a day. He's on Bisolven twice a day, which is to break down snoot and gunk. He's nebulized twice a day with F10, which is also meant to loosen the stuff inside his tubes. And then he's on an antibiotic once a day. So yeah, he's definitely being put through it at the moment, bless him. The fact that he's still being so cuddly when a lot of the time when I go near him, he's he's being scooped up for some sort of thing to happen. He's still very trusting, bless him. Jeffrey has so many snaffs and snuffs now, but the vet wasn't worried after a good investigation. Yeah, I swear this has just been going on for so long. And the weird thing is, he has these sneeze fits, but they don't seem to bother him that much. Because when you read his body language whilst he's having them, he'll immediately, he'll just be like this straight away after. It's not like he is ever panicky with them. And I think like he's still feeling okay in himself, like he's still eating, pooping, running around, causing mischief and stuff. So fingers crossed that means, because obviously, you know, it's difficult to tell with bunnies sometimes because they will cover stuff up because they're silly geese. But it's like having known him for a long time, he's not changed. Mine are molting as well, so I do suspect that. Yeah, part of me does wonder, is he just getting like his own have we put him through all of this and it's just going to turn out that he's just getting his fluff stuck up his nose. But yeah, it's just weird. Does anyone else think that being nebulized sounds like some sort of wellness fad? I always think it sounds very sci-fi. Like, begin the nebulization. Sounds as if you're about to get, like, I don't know, gonna get, like, a bionic arm or something. Becoming space. Look at he's so squish. Oh, I was hoping you'd get kisses, Gerry. But no, all it involves is him being put in that carrier, and turning on that machine, and he gets this like stuff pumped in that's meant to help open up his tubes and break down snoot. And they do like a little sneeze afterwards, as if he's like clearing the stuff out. But yeah, Tibbs was talking about his kid's nebulizer and called it a bong. See, when the vet described what it was that we had to do, she was like, you basically hotbox them. So I guess that is like a connection that's been made quite a bit. You're playing worms and you have to name your worm after wrestlers. Who's on your team? I've never really played worms before. How many worms do you get? How many names would it be? 4. Okay. Ooh. Who would be a good team of 4? Okay. I guess you'd want to have like a good variety. So you'd want like a good like tank worm, I guess. This is me as someone who doesn't play worms, I suppose. So I'm just gonna basically build it like I would a D&D party instead. So big tank worm would be Hobbs. Gotta be Hobbs. To have a little powerhouse Hobbs worm. But then you'd want someone who's also like a little wriggly worm that's gonna go off and sort of wriggle their way to the enemy side. So that would have to be Darby, because we literally call Darby Allen Wriggly Worm. We have a friend who really likes watching him, and we will ping her and be like, Wriggly Worm's on. So yeah, there has to be a Darby Worm. Good morning, honey. So then you'd have to have, you want a worm that's going to intimidate the other team as well? ? So I would say Abaddon. I think Abaddon would be a good worm that would, put the fright into the other worms. So we got Hobbs, Darby, Abaddon, and to finish off, you need a worm that's gonna like keep everyone cool and be friends. So Orange Cassidy. So Power Worm Hobbs, Darby Worman, or maybe Darby Squirmin, Aberworm, Wormadon, and Orange Wormsody. That's my group. Those are my worms. They're ready to go. Every time I think of worms, I think of this shoot that I did It was a live action. It was a live stream for other streamers who weren't the Yogs, and I've forgotten what they're called. But basically, they were like, we're gonna play strip worms, and every time one of your worms dies or something, you take off an item of clothing. And that part of me was like, oh, thank you, Mobs, for the 29 months. I could misuse all those worm names if I got the opportunity. They were like, yeah, we're like, when a worm dies, you lose an item of clothing. So part of me was like, well, it's fine. It's Twitch. There are terms of service. This isn't going to be, like, no one's going to get to be like, the nude. So, but just as I thought that, they were like, and the thing is, this is just going out live on our members' website, so anything goes. And I was like, oh no. What have I signed up to film here? Please no. But luckily it was fine. Hello. You just really want your treat, don't you? Yeah. Yeah. Hello. You finished your sneezes, you poor boy. You still got more in there? He white pea snoot. He white pea snoot. Oh. Phoebe's trying to jump up on me. If everyone's sat on the floor now, I feel her like put her little paws on me as if she's thinking, can I get on your shoulder? He is just a baby. He is. I do worry about him with his Gerry. Don't go humping Fifi. Gerry. You've both got the sillies now, haven't you? But yeah, that's just the memory that always comes to mind when I think of worms. Worms. Not that I can remember who it was. It's like a famous streamer network that isn't the Yogscasts, that I can't think who they are. They did like Red versus Blue, that stuff. But Rooster Teeth? Is that what they're called? High pitched voice? It was them. That was the ones. Yeah, it was a shoot for them. And it was like the first like live action thing I'd ever done. I stopped saying live action, not live. It was the first live shoot I'd ever done, so it was very exciting. It was good practice as well for camera operating. Bunnies. Will you stop it? They're in very silly moods all of a sudden. Bunnies. It's because you know there's banana on the table, don't you? Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. You behaving, Gerry boy? Have you got the sillies in you? Can't imagine where they get that from. I know, they've had such a sensible upbringing. It must be because they're rebelling against the sensible seriousness that they've experienced in the house so far. So yeah, right? Oh, yeah, so next week is, oh my goodness, Pickaxe Week. So Kirsty and I will be doing like a live comfort zone. And we got a message from Mr. Pickaxe Man saying like, oh, do you have any idea, just so we can get some like not promotional, but like some things prepared for when we're sharing, you know, like in the way that Yomp have probably chosen the film that they're doing and stuff like that. And he was like, so can you just give us an idea what you're going to be talking about? And I was like, we don't know what we're going to talk about. I was like, we've never got any idea what we're going to say. We don't even know what's coming out of our mouths whilst we're saying it. So it's like, afraid not. cannot help you there. So, hello. So yeah, it's, I think our thing is just going to say that talk about nonsense rather than anything specific. I did say I could send them the dreams. I was like, I can send you the dreams that we're going to be listening to, but I'm not going to listen to them before, so I don't know what's in them. But they were like, no, it's fine. But yeah. When is Pickaxe Week? It's next week, so we kick it off at 3:30, I think. Yeah, 3:30 p.m. on Monday. It will be us, then Yomp, then someone else that I keep forgetting. Morning Limewood. But yeah, there's like Pitch Please gonna have a little live thing, and like all of the podcasts, I think. I know Hat Films are at the end of the week. Gerry, stop. I guess we need to decide what we're gonna wear, because last Pickaxe Week we did onesies, so I don't know whether we should do. I don't think I've got any office suitable gym jams. Review of Death is the third one on Monday. Oh, okay, yeah. So Matt's podcast at the end there. So yeah, it's gonna be a nice week. Because I guess if there's like, and then task box after all the podcasts. Oh yeah, so a very lovely week. Yeah, that's exciting. And then tonight is the first part of the High Rollers Baldur's Gate crossover, and oh my gosh, they put a clip up the other day of like it's the first. Well, you don't. It's sort of like the first roll of the game that happens, and like it looks so good. They've done such a good job with like the set and the lighting and everything. It's just it looks gorgeous. I've been in the new studio, but it was still very much in like the set walls were still leaning in a corner sort of thing. It wasn't fully set up. They just got the table in and the computer and stuff, and the lighting was beginning. So it was still in the process. But seeing it now, they've done so well. They've all worked so hard. So it'll be very good come the new campaign, which I think, have they set a date for that yet? I'm not sure. But yeah, in the meantime, this Baldur's Gate thing, would recommend. So that's at 7 p.m. tonight. BST. So yeah, there's lots of exciting things going on in this September, what we is having. I'm going to a ritual on Saturday, so that's very lovely. Lovely little ritual, my first ritual, so that'll be nice. Hopefully no sacrifices. And we get soup. So it's set to be a very lovely week this week. I get to see Kirsty over the weekend as well. Finally joined a cult, yes. Well, I'm going to this like it's like a Marben I don't know what you would call it. Like a Marben, which is like the autumn solstice gathering And it says it's going to be like, so I don't really know anything about sort of witchcraft, Wicca, pagan traditions, that sort of stuff. So I'm just curious to see what it's like. So I thought, do you know, I'm going to go to this thing, see what it's like, see what the deal is, and have a good time. Fingers crossed. But all I know about it is it says there will be some crafting, some rituals, and some vegan soup. So I was like, well, they say all the food and drink is going to be vegan. You get some nice soup. See you in the new season. It seems lovely. So, and apparently you do some crafting. They literally had me at, all the food will be vegan. I was like, well, I'm there then. So I think it's just going to be some mixing of. I think Marbin is all about connecting to the earth and stuff. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe we'll get naked and roll around in the mud and then eat some good soup. I don't know, but I'll be there for it. So yeah, that's going to be my weekend. I don't think I've joined a cult. What do you reckon, Fifi? Fifi maybe thinks it's fine. She doesn't seem too bothered. She wasn't trying to warn me of anything. Right, Fifi? So, crafting rituals. Vegan soup. Oh, what was that soup? Okay, I'm there. Hello. Pretty sure Fifi would start a cult if she should. I would join. I think she'd be a good leader. Wouldn't you, Fifi? Fifi. 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 Fifi, do you want to start a cult? Fifi. She's ignoring me. She's like, you fool, it already is a cult. What are you on about? You've only just realized. Hi. What is it you command us to do, Fifi? What would you ask of us? Okay. Banana. She just wants banana. Her commands, it is give banana. I mean, I guess that's like connecting to nature. Petting bunnies. I was telling my dad last weekend that the bunnies love banana. And he was like, when would bunnies ever eat banana? He was like, you don't get bunnies in the... Where are bananas from? Brazil? Caribbean? Where are bananas from? He was like, you don't get bunnies wherever they are. Banana land. Bunnies, would you like some banana? Oh, Gerry Schnuffs. You protecting him, Fifi? You're looking after your boy. You're getting kisses. The supermarket. You don't get bunnies there. Precisely. Okay. Gerry, you have to make sure you eat the right banana, though, because I can't actually reach the banana because you're both pinning me down. Can I? Oh, no, that makes it even less likely. Hang on, Gerry. It's just slipping everywhere. Gerry, I need to get your banana. Okay, hang on. If I lean forward, nope. You stop eating my hair, baby boy. Okay, wait. Hang on, Gerry. I don't want to dump you on the floor, but I need to be able to reach over here. You just staying here now? There we go. Okay. Okay, Gerry, I need you to eat that one on that one. Fifi, that's yours. Fifi, no, Fifi, this one's yours. Wait. Oh dear. I think Fifi maybe ate the wrong one. Oh no, I'm just seeing little butt twitches here. Butt twitches. I mean, he got half of his. Look at this little twerking. They're sharing. Why do the butts twitch? It's just when bunnies eat something that they really like, they get little twitchy butts. It's just a sign of happiness. Little twitch butts. Do you have a dominant rabbit that insists on being fed first? Not really. Like, Gerry does grunt whilst I'm handing out food. But, like, as soon as I just chuck the food down between them, and they'll both just eat it at the same time, sort of thing. Like, he's all grunt and no trousers, really. It tends to be that Gerry will spend so long grunting to insist that he gets food first that Ffion at that point has already just started eating the food because she doesn't mess around. Gerry's very intimidating. He grunts so much. Like the other day he grunted at me because he dropped his crunchy stick. And he somehow blamed it on me and just kept on grunting and following me around until I picked it up from in front of him and gave it to him. I don't know. There are certain things that he grunts about, and none of them are very logical. Sounds like it was your fault. I did make him drop it. It's because he dangles it off the edge of the bed, and then he drops it off the bed. And then he's like, oh my gosh, it's disappeared. There's no way I could ever find this. So you have to pick it up and hand it to him again. Are you just licking the essence of banana off the carpet, Fifi? You are. A faint waft of banana that has once been there. I just feel like it can't be nice licking a dry carpet. I don't know, I've never tried it. Maybe I'm judging it too soon. Where's the baby? Here's the baby. Do, 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 do. Gerry was his name. Then again, I guess they mostly eat like dry hay, don't they? So maybe bunnies are just more used to dry things. Hello. Good morning, Ole. How you doing? How's it going? Oh, I hope I can go in for the arcade thing today. I hope work doesn't take me too long.
Cleo's always been a bit nervous around people. Whenever I start hand feeding her at breakfast. It's worked too well. Now every time she feels nervous, food to Bossy, she demands the hand feeding. I sort of did a similar thing with Jenna Bun when we had her. To get her used to people, every time we had guests round, I would give them a treat to give to her so that she would just be like, okay, strangers aren't scary. But then it went too far that if we ever had like someone round to check like the gas meter or something, she would just run up to them and demand treats. Just anyone who ever came round should be like, excuse me, you have to pay the toll if you're going to come into the house. But I'd rather that than she was spooked. Gerry is still scared of people when they come around. Like, he's sort of nervous of people when they first come around, but as soon as they start to like cuddle him, he'll be like, oh, okay, no, you're fine. Like, all you have to do is like put one hand on him and he'll be like, oh, you can give me strokes. Okay, thank you. You wouldn't need to give me a treat. I'd come prepared with a nana each night. Like a gunslinger, but in your little harnesses you'd have 2 bananas instead. Just ready for Banooies. Tara's just looking at Gerry IRL. Gerry have hands to give me pets? You are acceptable. Yeah. Bunslinger, yeah. Yeah, like once you start smushing him, he'll just be there for as long as people are willing to. It makes me giggle whenever we have gatherings at our house for like a board game night or something, and there pretty much be like a solid like queue of people. Like, you'll look over and one person will be cuddling Gerry, and then you'll look over and the person will have changed and he's still in the same spot but just getting cuddles from someone else. He was really sweet when Potato came over, because obviously he knows Banooi's, having a Banooie of his own, so just watching him interact with Gerry was very lovely. Hello. Where are you off to? But yeah, he used to be like very scared of people, but he's come on leaps and bounds over the years to now just be a cuddly baby. Also, Potato is a close relative of Gerry, who's also a potato. True. I'm glad he's so cuddly now. It would be nice if he was like, for years I've tried to get him to make the like the connection between, if you come up on the sofa when we're on the sofa, you get more cuddles. But he's yet to make it. He still wants us to come to the floor to cuddle him, which is okay. It's the sacrifice you make as a bun parent. But sometimes he'll just like, you'll be watching something on TV and he'll just be sat on the carpet staring at you like, you come here. And I'm like, if you just came up here, you could get all the cuddles you want. And he'll recognise it for like, there'll just be 1 or 2 random days every couple of months where he will just have sofa cuddles for a while. And I'm like, this is it. This is every night now. He's going to jump up and be with us every night. He's finally made the connection. And then the next night he's like, no, I'm not getting up there. Scary up there. I'm like, no, it was so lovely up here. Don't you remember? Does he have a little ramp or a footstool to get up? He can just jump up. He does it randomly. Like, there are just times when he suddenly just gets a look on his face and he just jumps up on the sofa and is with you and then you can give him a little cuddle. But yeah, it's very few and far between. It's like a rare treat. He did it last when it was when I was ill. It was the day that I went in to do Kirby Craft, and then I was suddenly like took a turn and was like, no, I can't do it. And I went home and I just lay on the sofa for hours. And he joined me then. But yeah, it is like a rare blessing that he joins. Normally he'd just be like, you come here please, thank you. I'd also like if he accepted like proper smushy cuddles a bit more, but it tends to be that if you lie down next to him, he'd turn away from you. He'd be like, still pet me, but just not that close. Like I need a little gap between us, but I still want you to cuddle me. And you're like, oh, okay. Whereas Jenna Bun was always very like, you could proper like big spoon her, and she would let you snuggle all the way in. Is that a good squeeches? Good squeeches? Should I leave you to do it? Oh, okay, carry on. Thank you very much for the follow. Okay there? You just turned into a lop. What's this here doing? There you go. There you go. Good morning, Sophia. My cat was my little spoon for a while last night. It's very cozy. I always feel bad, like, whenever we're looking after someone's dog or cat and they're used to being in the bed, but I'm just, like, not used to having animals in the bed. And I don't mind it. Like, they're like, welcome to jump up. But I always have, like, such a bad night's sleep because I'm so worried about, like, accidentally upsetting them or moving or like squishing them. We had it when little Gizmo was staying with us, the little Chihuahua, and I think it was like the first night that he stayed with us. He literally like jumped up at the foot of the bed and he ran all the way up, and he just lay down on the pillow between our heads. And the whole night we were trying to sleep, and I was like, it's just got this little chi-chi, like, between our heads. It was like, you couldn't, feel like, you'd go to roll over and just be like, no, wait, no, don't roll over. I'll be okay sharing a bed with one of my pets, but not someone else's. I guess when they're yours, you get more into, like, that becomes the new habit of them being there. Whereas when it's someone else's, you don't quite have that, like, habit built up yet. So you don't fully know how to, like, how they want to be smushed or how they're used to cuddling sort of thing. I remember the first night that Tabs jumped up on the bed on Alex's side. And he gave him like a little stroke, and then oh, bye Max, have a lovely lunch, and he just started like purring, and then for like 5 minutes afterwards all we could hear was just Tabs purring, and Alex was like, I'm not even touching him, why is he still doing this? I was like, because he's happy. Just absolute like darkness with just this little Tabs purr. He's a very purry boy though. Taboo. Little Taboo. A very active sleeper, so I'd be worried for the safety of a pet. See, this is what I worry about. I do worry about rolling over and accidentally squishing them. Or just like annoying them. But yeah, most of the animals that we've had stay with us will be like on the bed for a little bit. Like Mochi gets on the bed in the morning, but doesn't tend to. She'll get on the bed for a bit at night, and then she'll overheat and she'll get down again. But when there was a day when I was looking after both Mochi and Ripley, Alex was away. And I think it's when we had Giulietta, so I didn't want them to stay in our bedroom. So I slept in the spare room with the both of them. And it was so cuddly. Like, both of them were on the bed. And we all just slept in this little, like, pile. And it was really nice. That was a really good night's sleep for some reason. Just, like, smushed between the two of them. Charlie squashes your legs if he sleeps on your bed. Aww. It's like one of my friends has a... Oh, is he a German pointer? But he's definitely a pointer, but he's like, you know, pointers are like quite big, leggy dogs. And she says like he's a nightmare when he sleeps on the bed because he will literally, he's so like... If ever the bed is like next to a wall, he'd just like push against the wall and push you out the bed sort of thing. It's just if he's got anything that he can use as leverage to like claim as much space as possible, then he will. He's a funny little thing. He's very grumbly. There was a time he was around here. And he was lying on the sofa and I like squeezed in between him and the sofa to big spoon him, and the whole time he was just doing this like I was like, I'm coming in for cuddles whether you like it or not. He is very lovely. Very lovely doggo. It's called Tonto. Fifi, you look very cozy. I wish the bunnies could come and join us on the bed. Like, not to cuddle through the night, but it would just be nice to be woken up by a little Banui. We had it very briefly when the kitchen was being painted. So we're worried about the fumes. So the bunnies stayed in our bedroom with us. And every morning... you'd be woken up by Fifi jumping on the bed. I really liked it. Made me laugh so much. I just have a memory of like waking up and I was like big spooning Alex. And I woke up and I just saw like sort of the side of Alex's head and his shoulder. And then all of a sudden Fifi just popped up just like, oh, hello, you're awake. I was like, oh, hello. Why does Fifi look so grumpy? That's just her resting face. She's fine. She's good and cozy. She's a happy bunny at the moment. When I was a teenager, we had an American Bulldog who thought she was a dainty little lapdog and would try and sit on your lap for cuddles. Aww. Oh, hello. Did I miss Bunny getting banana? Yeah, they've had their Nana now. Nana now. Do 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 do. Banana now. Boop boop boop. Even if they ate the wrong banana. Thankfully, the stuff that was on the banana is like, it's not harmful if Fifi has it. It's just like a little powder thing that's meant to help with snootiness. Not being snooty. Snottiness. It helps break down all of the snoot. So it's not too bad if she has some. Hello. Where are you off to, Gerry? What are you thinking? Cuddle time? No. I've managed to keep the bunny room fairly tidy ever since I gave it a big tidy. See, the big pile of hay is manageable. And I've got into the habit where every night I clear the hay out of the litter tray, because that's the wee hay, and then I replace it with the hay from that pile, and then I put a new pile there. So I think I'm managing to stay on top of it. But all it takes is for one night when, if we get back late or something, and it's like, oh, I'll just quickly bung some hay down, and I'll do the tray in the morning, and then it then it all goes out the window. But hopefully, manage to stay on top of it this time. Your little tail. You throw the hay out the window. Throw it into the garden waste bin, yeah. Yeah. I need to resubscribe to their hay, actually. Because we finally managed to get through the, 2-box backlog of hay that we had. It's actually quite a sunny day today. If I didn't have so much blooming work to do because of missing out on the morning, I would have tried to tempt the bunnies into the garden, because I guess there's probably not going to be too many more days that I can do it. I'm just so determined. I reckon what I need to do is just put Fifi outside. I reckon once she knows it's out there, she'll be excited for it. But it's just the initial getting her through the doorway. So I reckon if I pop them in the carrier, place it outside, there's a banana in the garden, yeah. Then I reckon because that tends to be the way, is once she knows something's there, it's like once she knew what the kitchen was like, she was like, oh, I like being in the kitchen. But it's getting through that initial first viewing. Or maybe it might be that she does actually hate it and it's fine. But bye-bye, Kaino. Have a lovely day. Thank you for stopping by. He's still got his little naked thigh. Bless him. Look at that. Hello, Fifi. Still got his little chicken legs. I wonder if we will ever get to the bottom of Gerry's schnuffs. Good morning, Coo. Poor Gerry got covered in wee the other day because he did a wee in his carrier whilst he was being nebulized, and it was just all over his feet, bless him. And Alex wasn't home, so I didn't have anyone to hold him whilst I cleaned him up, so I just had to sort of hope that he would. I mean, he did manage to do it, because when I picked him up a bit later and he had done a good job of cleaning himself, but I was just like, oh, I'm sorry, baby boy. Poor little thing. It's just a bad timing on my part, wasn't it? But it's difficult to know. You can't really say I'm gonna nebulize you. Have you done a wee? My cat does a wee every time she's in the carrier. He very rarely does. He's it must have been that he really couldn't hold it, bless him, because he's very good with going in the litter tray. Bless him. So I must have just caught him at the wrong time, that he was on his way to the litter tray, and I scooped him up and put him in the carrier instead. But yeah. Poor little baby. Poor little baby. Well, I guess it's time for me to head off and start work, and hopefully 12. I guess I've got even if I take 4 hours of work, then I could still hopefully get in for the last hour of the arcade playing. Fingers crossed. Ducks, chickens, wolves, otters, claws. Should we go to claws? See what the kittens are up to? Yeah, I'm gonna try and go get work done, and hopefully, I'd say go and enjoy the arcade stream anyways. Rithian said he might do a little stream, so you might get to watch he too. But yeah, the arcade thing should be fun. And also, oh no, Gerry, Snuffers? Snuffers. Poor little snuffy baby. Also, 7 p.m. tonight, High Rollers. Remember to go and watch that, the beginning of their Baldur's Gate thingy. Well, everyone, I think Kirsty was shooting. No, Kirsty's going to be driving down to Bristol today. Oh no, Gerry. Everyone, have a very lovely rest of your day. Hopefully I'll see you later, my poor little boy, at the arcade thingy. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. You okay, Gerry? He's cleaning his face now. Oh no. Oh no. He's still got more. Oh, now I'm being pushed out of the way. He's decided he's done. There we go. There we go. Phoebe's like, what? What's happening? She's eepy. Tee-hee. Okay. Oh, Gerry. Get it all out, baby boy. Nice. Well, bye-bye. A boop. Boop.